Realistically, you are probably never going to change who you are. The aim is always going to be to change how you are, the who that is. It is a losing battle to try becoming someone and something totally different than all of the who you already know is you. But recognizing exactly how you are supposed to function as that individual, that is what determines the you that wins. The advantage is in the adjustment. It's the awareness and the actions taken to accept what is actual as opposed to what is an act and not acceptable as a means of acknowledging what you are and what you know. You've been trying to do everything except do exactly what you should have been done by now. But it's time. And you don't need to give an explanation. You're already. Just go. You should have been left, been gone, been done what you said that you were going to do. Instead, you stayed right there trying to prove that you weren't going to be the different that they said that you were going to be, and you are. But this is on you. It was on you to see that you were never as important as they made it seem. You were only as necessary as their needs and wants required. They never really needed you to do things. You were never in demand. It was never that drastic. They were just dramatic, and you just had a desire. You were just the one that was willing to do and believed in them more than you actually believed yourself. You're going to find out that you are not as important as you think you are when it comes to what they really think of you. You just need to be needed. They just need some help. On its face, that sounds like a noble and notable achievement, that you are the person that can and will and does and always and continues to give and give and give. But what you are going to at some point find out is that you are supposed to take care of others after you take care of yourself. You cannot continue to stress, work, stretch, worry yourself to death and still live. It's okay that that is who you are. But know that you get to be that without not being able to be the best version of you, for the fact that you're holding on to a version that pleases someone else at the expense and cost that you cannot afford. You've been trying to prove that you are who you are for far too long to someone that doesn't even care about that for the most part. And if you weren't so involved, you would have been ignored. But as long as you keep being the you that they need for the reason they need, available, accessible, and accepting the way that you continue to be, you'll be taken for granted and taken advantage of, resulting in delayed dysfunction and damage to your own life. That's what you'll continue to see. Especially if the who you are doesn't have a whole boundaries and allows the best you get from them to be below a standard of what you consider sufficient. You might not yet know just what it feels like to be treated properly with reciprocity and respect because of what you've chosen to accept, but you do know what it isn't. And the truth of the matter is that you will always be you. The character and parts that you can't help but to be, they will always be true. And it'll be true whether you stay here or go to where you are able to be utilized and not just used. Your presence should be complemented and completed by connection with something concrete and consistent. You found yourself emotionally constipated, every situation complicated, leaving you with a lack of confidence and confused. And the crazy part is that it's not even personal, nor is it an anomaly, and it's not you. You can't help being who you are most comfortable being. You're going to more than likely always be that person. So the problem is not who. It's how are you going to handle it? What are you going to allow? And when are you going to say no? It is what it is, or is it what you keep letting it be and only like that because you say so? You have every right to expect better, to want better, to know there is better, and to be where something better is. So you have to do better, and then you'll have better, because you'll see what requiring better, you'll see what that did.